don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good afternoon, baseball fans. You are here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth. This is going to be an early edition of the Yankees live play-by-play versus the Orioles in Camden Yards. The game was originally scheduled to be on at 6:30 this evening. However, with the incoming weather in Baltimore, they shifted the game to 1:05. So hence, we are here to provide you with quality play-by-play. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So thank you, Mitch. Most appreciated for putting our content out there. For today's lineup, leading off playing center field is going to be Trent Grisham. In the 2-hole is going to be first baseman Ben Rice. Following up in the 3-hole is going to be the captain, Aaron Judge, DHing. Hitting cleanup is going to be left fielder Cody Bellinger. In the 5-hole is going to be second baseman Jazz Chisholm. Ryan McMahon will be hitting in the 6-hole, playing third base. Out in right field is going to be young Spencer Jones. Getting his first start of the 2026 season, Anthony Volpe will be playing shortstop. Bringing up the rear is going to be J.C. Escara. On the bump for the Yankees is going to be Max Fried. For the Baltimore Orioles, Taylor Ward is going to be leading off, playing left field. Gunnar Henderson will be at shortstop, hitting out of the 2-hole. Adley Rutschman will be behind the ditch, hitting in the 3-hole. Pete Alonso will be cleaning up, playing first base. Tyler O'Neill will be in right field, hitting in the 5-hole. Leody Taveras will be in the 6-hole, playing center field. In the 7-hole will be Colby Mayo DHing. At third base in the 8-hole is going to be Weston Wilson. And bringing up the rear is going to be Blaze Alexander, playing second base. On the bump for the Orioles is going to be Kyle Bradish. And those are your lineups for today. We are just a couple of minutes before the start of the game. So how are we feeling about today? If you have not, we have an active poll question. So drop your vote, let your voice be heard, and your vote be counted. As you know, we go for a 30 likes in our live play-by-plays. Currently, we are at 9. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And as I mentioned earlier, this stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network. So If you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. Also consider Yankees The Ugly Truth. We're streaming this game for you. There are QR codes in your upper left and right-hand corners to help you out. Left is Hardcore Sports. Right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. We are at 711 subscribers, so 711. Our goal, our milestone for today is 715, so we're 4 away from that milestone. And it looks like the Yankees are getting ready to get in the box. Bradish is doing a little bit of his last few warm-ups before games start. So we're about to get it on. In Baltimore, it is an overcast day. Impending rain, not supposed to start until about 8 o'clock tonight. So they're starting the game early. If you haven't, I dropped a short just before game time. So when you get the chance, check it out. Let me know what you think. How do we feel about Anthony Volpe back to being the starting shortstop? Kyle Bradish has been in the ace for the Orioles. However, he's coming back from Tommy John surgery, and he just hasn't gotten right yet. Can the Yankees take advantage of this? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Ed Moscow is the home plate umper, 7 major league seasons under his belt. He is Moscoso is considered a neutral umpire. 36 pitches have been challenged, 16 have been overturned. And Bradish is throwing the last of his warm-ups as Grisham heads to the plate. Trent Grisham is hitting 178 on the season, 6 home runs, 23 RBIs, and a 677 OPS. What's funny is Grisham only has 23 hits on the season, but has 26 RBIs. So that tells you he is hitting well in the clutch. Hence the name Captain Clutch. Hey, Thomas. And Bradish sets. First pitch is on the way. And that is called ball 1. Looks like it painted the inside corner. However, Rutschman is not challenging. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings and misses on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is evened at 1-1. And Bradish sets and fires, and the sinker dives off the plate. Count is 2-1 on Grisham. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is inside. Count is now 3-1 on Grisham. People often wonder why Grisham is a leadoff hitter. Well, he sees more pitches than any player in baseball. So he is able to give the batters behind him a little bit of a preview on what's coming up. Bradish sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 3-2. Bradish features a slider, sinker, curveball, and a four-seamer. And Bradish sets, pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. It is going to be 3-2 once again, so we'll reset it and start all over. That is the sixth pitch of the at-bat. And the pitch is on the way. That fastball is fouled straight back. Count remains 3-2 as we head to the eighth pitch of the at-bat. And Bradish sets, fires, and that pitch is up high, and that's going to be ball 4. So Grisham is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, hitting .310 on the season, 13 home runs, 29 RBIs, and a 1099 OPS. Grisham takes his lead. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and in on Rice. Count is 1-0. And Bradish sets. The pitch is a curveball in there for strike one. Count is 1-1. Jones, Judge, and Billy will homer today. All right, Sean, great preview. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rice tips that one into the glove of Rutschman. Count is 1-2. And Bradish sets. Pitch is down low, and the count is evened at 2-2. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed by Rice. So Rice is down swinging. That's the first out of the game. Coming up to bat is the captain. So all rise. The judges in the chambers. And Bradish sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. Judge is hitting .275 on the season, 16 home runs, 30 RBIs, and a 1047 OPS. And Bradish sets, pitch is on the way, and that is taken for call. Strike one on the inside portion of the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Bradish sets and fires, and Judge bounces this one to the third baseman. He flips it to second, relayed to first, so that is going to be a 5-4-3 double play to do it for the Yankees in the top of the first. Orioles are coming up to bat. We're going to have Taylor Ward, Gunnar Henderson, and Adlai Rutschman coming up to bat. We are the early game on the day. The only other game that is being played at this time is the Angels and the Guardians. They're in the top of the first, and they're at zeros. We're heading to the bottom of the first, and we're locked up at zeros. And that's our active scoreboard. So that's going to be a short tally for today. For those of you that are here, if you have not, please drop your vote in our active poll. We are at 7 votes thus far. So thank you for those who have participated in our active poll. The goal for every live stream play-by-play is 30 for likes. We are currently at 11, so we are 19 away from our goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Max Fried is on the bump. He's throwing the last of his warm-up pitches before the inning commences. So how are we feeling today out there in internet land? Fried is 4-2 on the season with a 2.91 ERA. Opponents are hitting 185 against him. And Ward is walking up to the box. Fried sets and fires, and Ward fouls the pitch straight back. Count is 0-1. Ward is hitting .264 on the season, 1 home run, 12 RBIs. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter breaks inside. Count is evened at 1-1 on Ward. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up high. Count is 2-1. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch is called ball 1. The scar is challenging it. Hey, Nancy. And the call is going to be overturned. Count is now evened at 2-2, so the Yankees retain both of their challenges. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch is line drive into right field. Jones is going to field it and get it into the infield. So that is an opposite field single and the leadoff runner. Coming up to bat is Gunnar Henderson. Fried sets. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Hey, CeeLo, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is a sweeper in there for call. Strike 1 on Henderson. Henderson is hitting .201 on the season, 9 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a .660 OPS. Fried sets and fires, and the sinker is down low. Count is 2-1. Fried sets, and he fires, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is now 3-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is chopped foul down the first base line. Count is now full, 3-2. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to show Volpe. Volpe steps on the bag and fires to Rice at first base. So that is a 6-3 double play, twin killing. Coming up to bat is Adley Rutschman. Rutschman is hitting .290 on the season, 5 home runs, 21 RBIs, and an .873 OPS. Fried sets and fires, and the cutter is outside. Count is 1-0. Fried sets, and the curveball drops in there for call. Strike one. Count is evened out, 1-up. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is evened at deuces. Deuce, deuce, what color is your goose? Hey, John Mazzola, welcome to the stream. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to McMahon. McMahon fills it cleanly and fires across the diamond to get Rutschman by a step for the final out. So there are no runs, a hit, and nobody left on base. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of the second is going to be Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Ryan McMahon. For those of you that are here, if you could, drop your vote in our active poll. Will the Yankees win this series? Hey, Daniel, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Currently, we have 14 votes in our active poll, so thank you for those who have participated. As you know, our goal for likes in any live play-by-play is 30. We are at 11, so we're 19 away. Please hit the like button, share the channel out. This stream is being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network with Mitch. So I want to thank y'all for those that are in Hardcore Sports listening. Appreciate you hopping on. If you haven't, please consider subscribing to the Hardcore Sports Network and the Yankees The Ugly Truth family. We are at 711 subs. Our goal is 715 for today. So we're 3 off of our milestone. Anything you can do to help us meet that goal would be most appreciated. You may ask yourself, why should we consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth? Well, if you like live play-by-plays, we call them almost every game here. I drop shorts quite regularly. As a matter of fact, I dropped one just before game time. So whenever you get a chance, check that out and let me know what you think. And I want to thank Daniel for his super chat. Most appreciated. Thank you, sir. And the first pitch is a ground ball to Alexander. Alexander flips to Alonso, and that is the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down. And you guys know how much I hate one pitch outs. Jazz Chisholm is stepping up to the plate, and the first pitch is inside. Jazz is hitting .200 on the season, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way. Curveball paints the outside corner. Count is 1-2. And they're talking about Jazz's pants. He's gone to the baggy Jackie Robinson pant look. Pitch is on the way. The curveball is in the dirt. Count is evened at deuces. John, I'm not sure what you're talking about with regard to the Giant celebration. Could you elaborate? And Bradish sets, and the curveball is in the dirt, but Jazz swings over the top of it. So Jazz is going to go down on strikes. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon. First pitch is on the way. The curveball is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and McMahon cannot hold up. Count is 0-2 on Ryan. And Bradish sets, fires, and the curveball bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Bradish sets, pitch is on the way, and that curve bounces in the dirt. Count is evened at deuces. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the top of the second. There is no score. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that's going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the second. Bradish has struck out 3 Yankees in 2 innings. Coming up to bat for the Orioles in the bottom of the second is Alonso, O'Neill, and Taveras. And we have a home run from the chat. We have gotten a couple of subs, so we are now at 713 subs, 2 away from our goal. So thank you for those that have subbed. I'm not sure who you are, but it is most appreciated that you would trust us to provide you with quality Yankee content. And John the Beagle Dad, are you talking about from last night's Dodgers Giants game? If you have not, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 16 votes. So thank you for those who have voted already. From our active scoreboard, as you know, we're heading to the bottom of the second in this game, and the score is locked up at zeros. In the bottom of the first, the Guardians have taken a 2-0 lead on the Angels. That is our active scoreboard for today. And we are now at 25 likes. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Our goal is 30 likes for the stream. So thank you for those who have dropped their like. And Freed sets. The first pitch is a curveball that is called strike one. Freed sets and fires, and that curveball catches the outside corner for strike two. Count is 0-2 in Alonso. Alonso is hitting .211 on the season, 8 home runs, 22 RBIs, and a .728 OPS. Freed sets and fires, and that fastball is way up high. Count is 1-2. Freed sets and fires, and that ball is sliced into the gap in right field. Jones is going to field it quickly and get the ball in, so Alonso leads the inning off with a base hit. Coming up to bat is Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill is hitting .183 on the season, 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and a .560 OPS. The first pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter just misses inside. Count is 1-1 on O'Neill. Freed sets and fires. The sweeper is fouled off. Ascara is chasing it, but that is going to make it into the stands. So the count is 1-2. Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is hammered foul down the left field line. Count remains 1-2 on O'Neill. Freed sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is low and outside. Count is even at deuce. What color is your goose? Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is called ball 3, but the SCARA is challenging. And the call is overturned, and that is strike 3. So O'Neill is retired via the K, and that is Max's first strikeout of the game. Coming up to bat is Leody Taveras. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. We are in the bottom of the second. The Orioles have a runner at first with 1 out. Leody Taveras is up to bat. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Volpe. Volpe flips to Jazz. Relay is not in time at first. So that is going to be the second out of the inning. Taveras is going to be at first. So coming up to bat is Game 1 hero Colby Mayo. He is hitting 162 on the season, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs, and a .538 OPS. And Max sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is 1-0. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Max checks on the runner at first. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. And Fried sets. Pitch is all the way, and the sinker is going to miss off the plate. Count is 3-1. That one came in at 96 miles an hour, so Max is feeling a little bit of go-go juice in his fastball profile pitches. Next pitch is on the way, and this is hammered past a diving Ryan McMahon. It's going to go into the corner. Bellinger cleans it and fires it in. Taveras is on his way home, and he is going to be in there safe. And Mayo's going to advance to second on the throw. Coming up to bat is Weston Wilson. And Fried sets. The sweeper stays way off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Wilson. And Fried sets. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Max does not seem to have a great feel for his pitches today. Wilson is hitting .261 on the season, no home runs, 2 RBIs, and a .731 OPS. Fried sets and fires, and that sinker is high and away. Count is now 3-0. Fried sets and he fires. The cutter is in there for call. Strike one. Count is now 3-1 on Wilson. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is tap foul. Count is going to go 3-2. And Fried sits. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the right field line. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Beautiful cutter for the third out of the inning. That is going to be Fried's second strikeout of the game. And that's going to do it for the Orioles, but not before they tap a run on the scoreboard and take a 1-0 lead on the Yankees. Coming up to bat in the top of three is going to be Spencer Jones, Anthony Volpe, and J.C. Escara, 7, 8, 9 in the Yankee lineup. And in our active scoreboard, as you know, heading to the top of three, Orioles have a 1-0 lead on the Yankees. In the bottom of two, the Guardians have a 2-0 lead on the Angels. And that is your active scoreboard at this time. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 18 votes thus far, so thank you for everybody who has participated. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. As you know, our goal for every live stream is 30 likes. We are currently at 26. We are 4 down, so please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We are at 713 subs. Our milestone is going to be 715. So we're just 2 away. You may ask yourself why you should subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Well, if you like live play-by-plays, we certainly do that. I called 146 games last year. Only exception is generally Wednesdays because I bowl in leagues, but this game is early and our league is out, so that's why I'm able to call the game today. And if you like shorts, I drop a boatload of them. Matter of fact, I dropped one just before the game. So if you get the chance, hop over, check it out, and let me know what you think. And the first pitch is on the way, and Jones cannot hold up on the swing. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is quickly 0-2 on Spencer Jones. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is hammered foul down the first base line. Count remains 0-2. So Will Jones get his second major league hit of his career today. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Jones is able to check his swing. Count is 1-2. Bradish sets and fires, and that curveball is down in the dirt. Count is even at 2-2. And how do you do? Pitch is on the way, and Jones fouls it off to the third base side. Count remains 2-2. Bradish sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to Alonso. Alonso's going to take it himself, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe for his first official at-bat of the 2026 season. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is fouled down the right field line. Count is 0-1 on Volpe. And Volpe has broken his bat. Volpe is back in the box. Bradish sets. And the pitch is on the way. And the slider is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2 on Volpe. Bradish sets and fires, and it is a lazy fly ball into center field. Tavares is tracking it and is going to make the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. From the catcher's position, the Yankees have not had a lot of offense. The offense is behind the dish is 188 with 3 home runs. Definitely need improvement there. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 to Escara. Bradish sets, and he fires. The fastball is up high. Count is 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is now 2-1 on JC. And Bradish sets. Next pitch is on the way, and this is tap foul into the dirt. Count is now even at 2-2. And how do you do? And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. It is off of Bradish's foot, and Alexander throws to first to retire Ascara. That is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the third. Coming up in the bottom of the third is going to be Alexander, Ward, and Henderson. 9, 1, and 2. So how are we feeling about Anthony Volpe getting the start at short today? He has had one play, did okay on it. At bat was weak. Would you rather see Schumann out there taking everyday reps, or would you rather see Volpe? Could this be the Yankees trying to showcase Volpe's skill set in a possible trade later on in this season? I don't know. Maybe so. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 22 votes. And the poll is, will the Yankees win this series? So thank you for everybody who has participated. We are currently at 27 likes, 3 short of our goal of 30 for every live stream. So if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. There are QR codes in your upper left and right-hand corners to help you out. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we are at 713 subs, looking at our next milestone of 715. So we are just 2 away. If you ask yourself why you should sub, perhaps you like live play-by-plays, and we call those almost every day. Fried sets, fires, and the pitch is off the plate. And I drop a lot of shorts with different perspectives that you don't see from other content creators. So that may be something that you like. And I also hold open panels so that we can come up and talk baseball. And the pitch is on the way. Alexander drops a bunt. Fried sets and fires, and that is off the mark. That is going to get past Rice, and Alexander is going to advance to second. So that is most likely going to be a single and an error. Coming up to bat is Tyler Ward, 1 for 1 on the day. And Fried sets. The pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Hey, Michael, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low. Count is 2-0. Michael, I think we need to start with some hitting. They haven't gotten a hit off of Bradish yet. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is now 3-0. As I said earlier in this game, Max does not seem to have a feel for the strike zone. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch is up high for ball 4. And the the Orioles are going to have runners at first and second with nobody out. Scar goes out to the mound, and they're having a little bit of a mini conference. Gunnar Henderson is coming up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day. Henderson grounded into a double play in his last at-bat. Fried sets and fires, and the sweeper stays inside. Count is 1-0. Fried is at 47 pitches, only 25 strikes. He has not been near the strike zone today. And Fried sets. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. And there's a pickoff move at second. Runner is back in head first. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2 on Henderson. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to McMahon. McMahon sets and fires and records the out at first. So the runners are going to move up. Orioles have runners at second and third with 1 out. Adlai Rutschman coming up to bat. Rutschman is 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out in his first plate appearance. And the Yankees are playing the infield back in normal depth. First pitch is on the way, and Rutschman fouls it straight back. Count is 0-1. Fried sets, checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Everything Fried seems to be pitching is up and away. Fried sets and fires, and that pitch I thought painted the top of the strike zone, but it is call ball 2. Count is now 2-1 on Rutschman. Fried sets, pitch is on the way. The curveball is fouled off. Count is even at 2-2. Hey, D-Rod, welcome to the stream. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined in center field. Grisham is going to make the play. He is firing the ball home. Alexander is going to tag, and the throw is not in time. So the Orioles now lead 2-0. Coming up to bat is Pete Alonso. Coming up to bat is Pete Alonso, 1-for-1 on the day. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is up high. And Fried sets, fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Fried sets and fires, and the sweeper is down low. Count is now 2-1. And Fried sets, fires, and the cutter is inside and low. Count is now 3-1 on Alonso. Fried sets, and he fires. The pitch is fouled off down the right field line. Count is now full 3-2. Fried sets, checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is grounded past a diving Ben Rice. And Jones is going to get the ball. Alonso was going for 2, and he is hung up. Volpe runs him back, and he is tagged out for the second out. So that is an RBI single for Alonso. And it is 3-0 Orioles. Coming up in the top of the fourth is the top of the lineup: Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and Aaron Judge. Like I said, Fried is not looking sharp today. He definitely does not have command of the strike zone. And in our Major League scoreboard, we're headed to the top of 4. Orioles lead the Yankees 3-0. In the bottom of the third, the Guardians lead the Angels 3-0. And that is the active scoreboard for the game at this time. If you have not, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 24 votes. So thank you for all of those who have participated in the active poll today. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Hardcore Sports is actually simulcasting this live play-by-play. And if you like live play-by-plays, we call them almost every day. Last year, I called 146 games. So if you want play-by-plays, I'm here to give them to you. And I drop shorts almost daily I dropped one just before the start of this game. So if you haven't had the opportunity, roll over, check it out, and let me know what you think. And the first pitch to Grisham is up high. Grisham is not gotten an official at bat today. He walked in his first plate appearance. And Bradish sets and fires, and the sinker is up high. Count is 2-0 on Grishbaum. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the top of the strike zone with a four-seamer for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. And Blackburn is warming up for the Yankees in the bullpen. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Grisham. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham fouls it off. Count is now 3-2. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to left field. Ward is tracking it and is going to make a fine running play just short of the foul line for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 0 for 1 on the day. Rice is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in the first inning. And the pitch is on the way, and the ball is foul down the first base line. Count is 0-1 on Rice. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Rice. Bradish sets and fires, and Rice swings and misses at the curveball in the dirt. So that is going to be a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Rice. Down on strikes. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. He is 0 for 1 on the day, grounded into a double play in his first at-bat. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul straight back. Count is 0-1 on the captain. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is evened out 1-1. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. Bradish sets, fires, and the curveball is just off the plate. Count is now 2-1. Hey, Jake, welcome to the stream. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. The count is 2-2. Bradish sets, and he fires, and that pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 3. So Judges retired on strikes. So the Yankees go down in order, hitless through 4. Coming up to bat is Tyler O'Neill, Leody Taveras, and Colby Mayo. In our active scoreboard for today, there are only 2 games at present. Orioles lead the Yankees 3-0 going to the bottom of the 4th. Guardians lead the Angels 3-0 in the top of the 4th. Next game does not start until 6:40, and then we'll have a plethora of them, but this game should be over well before then. And it looks like Paul Blackburn is coming in to replace Max Fried. D-Rod's got jokes today. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 24 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. Well, Jake, to answer your question, what do you think is wrong with this team? The offense is so consistent. There is no such thing as a consistent offense in Major League Baseball. Yankees go through highs and lows just like everybody else does. And Tyler O'Neill is up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch from Blackburn is a cutter down low. Count is 1-0. Blackburn sets and fires, and that sinker is just off the plate. Count is 2-0. Blackburn sets and he fires, and the pitch is hammered down the third base line foul. Count is 2-1. O'Neill is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is fouled off. Count is evened at deuce. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper breaks off the plate. Count is full, 3-2. Blackburn sets and fires, and that sinker is up high. That is ball 4. So O'Neill is going to start off the 4th with a walk. Coming up to bat is Leody Taveras. 0 for 1 on the day. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run. First pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it is a changeup swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. And Blackburn sets. The pitch is bounced to Jazz. Jazz flips to Volpe, and Volpe relays to first, but it is not in time. So the lead runner is going to be retired, and Taveras is going to take his spot at first. Coming up to bat is Colby Mayo, 1-for-1 on the day with a double and an RBI. And the pitch is sky to left field. Bellinger is on the run, and he is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. Weston Wilson is coming up to bat. He is 0-for-1 on the day with a strikeout. Blackbird sets and fires. That ball is lined up the middle. Jazz Chisholm is waiting on it. And that is going to do it for the Orioles in the bottom of the fourth. Coming up in the top of the fifth is going to be Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm, and Ryan McMahon. Well. Do you feel that Anthony Volpe should be taking the everyday wet reps at shortstop while Jose Caballero is on the DL or IL? Or do you feel that Max Schumann should be taking the reps as the everyday shortstop? Cabby apparently was fighting going on the IL. It's a hairline fracture above his knuckle. And he says that he will be on the IL for 10 days, and that's it. He's coming back. Boone has already said that when Cabby returns, he will be resuming his position as the starting shortstop. A couple of plays that Volpe has been involved with, seems like he just doesn't have that oomph with his relay to first base, and the Yankees failed to convert 2 double plays. Caballero definitely has a much stronger arm, and I suspect had he been there, we might have actually turned at least one of those double plays. Thus far, Bradish has pitched 4 innings, has 5 strikeouts, had 56 pitches all the game. And Bradish sets. The first pitch is on the way, and the sinker paints the outside strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Bellinger is 0-for-1. He grounded out to second in his first plate appearance. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is 1-1. Bradish sets, and he fires, and this ball is tap foul. Count is 1-2 on Bellinger. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is even at 2-2. Yankees are looking for their first hit. Only had one base runner. Grisham walked in his first plate appearance. Bradish sets and fires, and that ball is chopped down the first base line. Alonso fields the tough hop and flips to Bradish at first to record the first out. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Jazz is hitting below the Mendoza line now. First pitch to Jazz is a curveball down low. Count is 1-0. Bradish sets, and Jazz lines this one into the right field corner. It's going to bounce off the wall. Jazz is rounding first, heading to second, and he is in there sliding head first for a one-out double. The Yankees' first base hit of the night, or the afternoon. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. First pitch is on the way, and McMahon taps this one foul. Count is 0-1. And Bradish sets. Chisholm leads off second. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is inside. Count is 1-1. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon takes that one right down the heart of Broadway. For call, strike 2. Count is 1-2 on McMahon. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a curveball in the dirt. It bounces away from Rutschman, and Jazz is going to advance to third. So the Yankees have a runner at third with one out. And that is definitely a wild pitch. I think it actually hit the plate and took a weird bounce. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings and misses at the curveball for strike 3. Non-productive out for McMahon. Coming up to bat is Spencer Jones, 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out in his first plate appearance. So can the young rookie get his second RBI of the season? Bradish sets, and he fires, and the fastball paints the top of the outside strike zone. Count is 0-1. And Bradish sets. He fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is even 1-1. Bradish sets and fires, and that curveball is in the dirt. Count is now 2-1 on Jones. Bradish sets and fires, and the curveball is hammered down the left field line. So the count is now 2-2 on Jones. Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jones fouls this one off. He loses his helmet. Jones takes timeout. Count is 3-2. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. Bradish sets and fires. The pitch is down low, and that is going to be ball 4. So the Yankees are going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. 0 for 1 on the day. So is Volpe going to get his first hit of the 2026 season? And Bradish sets and fires, and the first pitch is a fastball up high and in. Count is 1-0. They have not indicated that Fried is hurt, Jonathan. And Blackburn sets, or Bradish sets, and he fires. The sinker is inside. Count is 2-0 on Volpe. Bradish sets, and he fires, and that pitch is a slider for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1 on Volpe. Next pitch is on the way, and Volpe is not able to check his swing. Count is evened at 2-2. Bradish sets and fires, and that pitch is just up high. Count is now 3-2 on Volpe. Bradish sets, and there is a pickoff attempt at first. Jones is back in head first. And Bradish sets. Jones takes off, and that ball is slap foul. He just swung at ball 4. Bradish sets and he fires, and Volpe swings and misses at the curveball down low. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 5th. No runs, a hit, 2 runners left on base. And as we head to the bottom of the 5th, it is 3-0 Orioles. Coming up to bat for the O's is going to be Alexander, Ward, and Henderson. 9-1-2. And I'm going to grab something out of my fridge. I'll be right back. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. There are 26 votes, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 33 likes, so we have met our goal for today's live play-by-play. And if you are not, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. We offer you a lot of play-by-plays on Yankee baseball games. Also, drop a lot of shorts. I dropped one just before the start of the game, and I hold open panels so that people in the chat can come up and talk a little bit of baseball. And Jonathan, with regard to Fried, he did not seem like he had the strike zone at all the entire game, was struggling from the first inning on. Coming up to bat is Blaze Alexander, 1-for-1 on the day with a single and a run scored. First pitch from Blackburn is a sinker swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Blackbird sets. Pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. Blackburn sets, and he fires, and that fastball is way up high. Count is 1-2. Blackburn sets and fires, and that pitch is bounced through the infield for a hit to center field. So Alexander is going to be on first, another leadoff runner on. And Ward is up to bat. He has a walk and a base on balls. And the first pitch is a sinker inside. Count is 1-0. Blackburn sets and fires, and the sinker is up high. Hey, Charles, welcome to the stream. Count is 2-0. Blackbird sets and he fires, and that pitch is just off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on Ward. They have not said what's wrong with Max. They did pull him in the fourth. Blackburn sets and fires, and that sinker catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 3-1. Blackburn sets, and the pickoff attempt is not successful. Alexander is back in head first. Pitch is on the way, and Ward takes it right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike two. Count is now full, 3-2. Blackbird sets, fires, and the pitch is in there for call, strike three. And Jazz is not able to hold on to the ball. So that is a stolen base by Alexander, and it looks like Jazz has hurt his wrist. Thanks for the input, JV. I'll do that next time. Coming up to bat is Gunnar Henderson, 0 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch is up high for ball one. Blackburn sets and fires, and this ball is skied to left field. Bellinger is backing up, and he is going to make the play on the warning track. And he fires it in and holds Alexander at second. So that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Adley Rutschman, 0 for 1 on the day with a RBI. And Blackburn sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a cutter off the plate. Count is 1-0. Blackbird sets and fires, and that cutter paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is up high. Count is 2-1 on Rutschman. And there is a pickoff attempt at second. Alexander is back in head first safe. Blackburn steps off the mound. Blackburn sets and fires, and that pitch is skied to right field, and Jones goes up, and that one is out of here. So Rutschman hits a home run off the top of the fence. Jones had a chance at it. He mistimed his jump. And the Orioles jump out to a 5-0 lead. It goes off of Jones's glove. Blackbird sets and fires, and that pitch is a fastball inside. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Blackburn sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2 on Alonso. Blackburn sets, and he fires, and the pitch is just up high. Count is evened at 2-2. Blackburn sets and fires. The pitch is skied right field. Jones is coming in, and he's going to make the play for the third out, but not before the Orioles add a couple of more runs. Orioles now have a 5-0 lead on the Yankees. Coming up to bat in the top of the sixth is going to be J.C. Escarra, Trent Grisham, and Ben Rice. And in our active scoreboard today, as you know, heading to the top of the sixth, Orioles lead the Yankees 5-0. The Guardians have a 3-2 lead on the Angels in the bottom of the sixth. And that's our active scoreboard, only 2 games. What's wrong? Max Fried did not have good command of the strike zone today. Got pulled in the 4th inning. Yankees have 1 hit and a couple of walks. The 1 hit came last inning from Jazz Chisholm. Hopefully the Yankees will turn it around and get something done. For those of you who haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 28 votes so far, so thank you for everybody who has participated. However, let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 33 likes, so we've met our goal for today. However, more is better. And if you haven't, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth and the Hardcore Sports Network. And the first pitch to Escarra is off the plate. Bradish sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. Bradish is at 84 pitches on the game. He has 7 strikeouts. and a couple of walks. And Bradish sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is up high. Count is now 3-0 on Escara. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1. Bradish sets and fires, and this is chopped on the infield. Alexander is going to field it and fire to Alonso to get Escara by a step. Keegan Aiken is up. He is one of three lefties in the Orioles bullpen. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 0 for 1 on the day with a base on balls. Bradish sets. First pitch is on the way, and that misses just inside. Count is 1-0. Bradish sets, fires, and this pitch is grounded to Alexander. Alexander sets, fires to Alonso, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, 0 for 2 against Bradish with a pair of strikeouts. And it looks like Yarbrough is warming up in the Yankee bullpen. Bradish sets and fires, and Rice swings over the top of another curveball. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Bradish sets, and he fires, and the fastball is right down the heart of Broadway. Rice looks at strike two. Count is 1-2. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Amazed that Rice did not swing at it. He struck out the previous 2 times on curveballs. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is chop foul into the dirt. Count remains 2-2. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is way outside. Count is now 3-2 on Rice. Bradish is at 95 pitches. Bradish sets and fires, and the curveball is tap foul down the first base line. Count remains 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count remains 3-2 as we head to the ninth pitch of the at-bat. And Bradish sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. So that is going to be ball 4. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground into double play. Pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on the captain. Pitch is on the way, and this is a towering pop-up. Alexander is tracking it, and he is going to make the play on the short right field grass for the third out. So the Yankees are going to be retired again with one man on. And in our active scoreboard today, you know the score here, 5-0 Orioles going to the bottom of the 6th. And in Cleveland, the Guardians have a 4-2 lead on the Angels in the bottom of 6 there. And those are our active scoreboard scores for today. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 31 votes, so thank you for those who have participated. And if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 38 likes. It's pretty high for us. However, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We provide a lot of play-by-plays for you. We also drop a lot of shorts. So if you like shorts, and we also hold open panels to have the fans come up and talk baseball. So if those things interest you, please consider subscribing. And Tyler O'Neill leads off. The first pitch from Blackburn is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0. Hey, Kaz, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is a cutter off the plate. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is just off the plate. Count is 3-0. And they just came out and said that Max Fried left with elbow pain. They're going to do imaging on him tomorrow, and that is ball 4. So that's a 4-pitch walk to O'Neill. Another leadoff hitter on base for the O's. And Leody Taveras is coming up. And Boone is putting Captain Hook on Blackburn. So Yarborough is coming into the game. Not so much, Kaz, not at this point. If you haven't, I dropped a short earlier this afternoon just before the game. So head over, check it out, and let me know what you think. Yep, just announced that, Nathan. Thank you for the update. Thanks, Kaz. Did you drop a comment? And Yarbrough sets, and the first pitch is a cutter that catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-1. That changeup came in at 76 miles an hour. And Yarbrough sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that changeup is down low. Count is 2-1. Ed Yarbrough sets, Ed fires, Ed the pitch is called ball 3. Ascara is challenging it. And the call is going to stand, so the Yankees lose their first challenge. That one missed by a half an inch up high. And Yarbrough sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 3-2. Let's see. Volpe do anything? No, he's 0 for 2. Weak flyout and a strikeout. And NES, the approach. Whoops. Goes to an 0-2 count as usual. And the pitch is in there for call, strike 3. And Tavares is challenging. And the Orioles are going to lose their first challenge. It is confirmed. And that is going to be Yarby's first strikeout of the day. Coming up to bat is Colby Mayo, 1 for 2 on the day with a double and an RBI. And Yarbrough makes a weak pickoff attempt at first. first disengagement. And the first pitch is on the way, and that cutter is up high. Count is 1-0. Yarborough sets and fires, and this ball is lined into left field. Bellinger's going to field it cleanly and get the ball in. So nope, same old Volpe. As a matter of fact, they had 2 double play attempts, and he was not throwing hard and did not complete either one of them. So things haven't changed with Volpe as far as I can tell. So the Orioles are going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. Weston Wilson is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a line out and a strikeout. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-0. Hey, SGA. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hit through for a base hit. Bellinger's going to field it. So the bases are now going to be loaded. So the bases are juiced with Orioles. 1 out. Blaze Alexander is coming up to bat, 2 for 2 on the day. And let's see, SGA has been a member for a month. Thank you for being one of our paid members, SGA. Most appreciated. First pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the top strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Yarborough sets and fires, and that cutter is just up high. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded past a diving Volpe. And the Orioles are going to score 1 run, 2-run score. And that is a 2-run single for Alexander, 3 for 3 on the day. And the Orioles now have a 7-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to bat is Taylor Ward, 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a base on balls, a single, strikeout, and a run scored. And Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Ward. Yarborough sets and fires, and that changeup is off the plate. Hey, Tasty, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 2-1. And Ward calls timeout. And the pitch is sky to left field. Bellinger is tracking it, and he makes the play. Tagging is Wilson, and he bluffs. Bellinger throws behind him. And the pitch is on the way, and it is tapped to Ben Rice. Rice is going to flip to Yarbrough, and that is going to do it for the third out of the inning. But the Orioles put 2 more runs on the board. Coming up is Bellinger, Rice, or Bellinger, Chisholm, and McMahon. And we have another home run from our chat. We have our 714th subscriber, Babe Ruth's career home run total. Thank you for that, for whoever subscribed. I cannot tell. So I appreciate it. And in our active scoreboard today, heading to the top of the 7th, the Orioles lead the Yankees 7-0. The other game on the schedule in Cleveland, the Guardians lead the Angels 4-2 in the top of 7. If you have not, please drop your vote in our active poll. And if you haven't, please drop your like and share the channel. We are at 40 likes for this live play-by-play. So thank you for everybody who has showed support for the channel, because it is definitely appreciated. And we are at 714 subscriptions here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, one short of our next milestone of 715. If you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels to talk a little bit of baseball, we provide all those things for you here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. And it looks like Keegan Aiken, the left-handed reliever, is coming in to pitch to Bellinger. First pitch is on the way, and Belly fouls this down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Bellinger is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts. Next pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-2. Aiken sets and fires, and that pitch is way off the plate. Count is 1-2. Aiken sets and fires, and that pitch is up high. Count is even at deuce. What color is that goose? Next pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls the fastball off. Count is going to remain 2-2. Aiken sets and fires, and Belly fouls the slider off. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at-bat. Aiken sets, and the pitch is lined to center field. Tavares is backing up, and he is going to make the play for the first out. One down. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. He has the only hit of the day for the Yankees, a double in the fifth. And the first pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-0. Aiken sets and fires, and that pitch paints the outside corner for a call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Aiken sets and fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Aiken sets and fires, and this pitch is bounced to Alexander. Alexander sets and fires to Alonso for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch to McMahon is fouled down the third base line. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Aikens paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on McMahon. Let's avoid the hat trick. Aikens sets, and he fires, and the slider is off the plate. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and McMahon fouls this one straight back. Count remains 1-2. Aiken sets and fires, and this ball is popped up. Henderson is tracking and backing up. It makes the play in shallow left field for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. They go down in order. If you have not, head over to Yankees The Ugly Truth and check out the short that I dropped today. Let me know what you think. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And if you missed it, the Yankees have reported that Max Fried has left the game in the fourth inning with elbow pain. He's going to have imaging done in New York tomorrow. So hopefully that doesn't result in a DL stint. However, you never can tell. And Jose Caballero went on the DL or the IL with a hairline fracture just above his knuckle. He fought going on the IL, said that he could play through it. However, he let everyone know that he is going to be on the IL for 10 days and 10 days only because he will be back. And Boone and the Yankees have announced that when Cabby comes back, he will resume his job as the starting shortstop for the New York Yankees. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the seventh is going to be Adley Rutschman, Pete Alonso, and Tyler O'Neill. Ed Yarbrough sets. He fires, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Rutschman. And Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is looped to Ben Rice. And Rice makes the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Pete Alonso, 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the sweeper is fouled off. Count is 0-1 on Alonso. Alonso took that foul ball off of his leg. So he's walking around. And Yarby sets. Pitch is on the way. And it is a changeup off the plate. Count is 1-1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the cutter misses off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Alonso. Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper stays off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Alonso. No, Alonso didn't homer. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 3-2. Alonso has 2 singles on the afternoon. And Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Tyler O'Neill, 0 for 1 on the day with a pair of walks and a strikeout, run scored. And Yarborough sets, and the sweeper is in there. Call, strike one, right down the heart of Broadway. Yarborough sets and fires, and the cutter is swung on and missed by O'Neill. Count is 0-2. Yarborough sets and fires, and the changeup is fouled down the first base line. Count remains 0-2 on O'Neill. Yarborough sets and fires, and the sweeper stays off the plate. Count is 1-2. Pitch is on the way, and O'Neill swings and misses for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Orioles as he retires the Orioles in order. Kaz, thanks for asking. Wyatt stayed home again for his third straight day from school. He is feeling better and will most likely be able to attend school tomorrow. So the little Yankee has not been out here for a Let's Go Yankees. Actually,
oh, you gotta see the new shirt.
Hello, big guy.
It says, Papa says I'm a Yankees fan.
all right, let's go. Hold on.
Papa's the Yankee
All right.
fan.
Papa says that I am a Yankees fan.
Yes.
And what do you got to say?
Go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees.
All righty. Thank you, cutie.
Atta boy, the cutie Wyatt.
So we have had Wyatt's Let's Go Yankees in absentia. Spencer Jones is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out and a base on balls. The Yankees have only managed to muster 1 hit and 3 walks. And Dietrich Enns is coming into the game. The first pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-1 on Jones. And Ed sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2. Ed Wood. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Jones. And sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So that is going to be the 4th Yankee walk of the game, 2nd for Spencer Jones. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe, 0 for 2 on the day with a weak flyout and a strikeout. And the first pitch is on the way. It is in there for call. Strike one on Volpe. And Ed sets. Pitch is on the way. And the changeup is down low. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Volpe swings and misses at the changeup. Count is 1-2 on Volpe. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hit down the right field line, and that is going to drift foul. Count remains 1-2. For those of you just joined the stream, we are at the top of the 8th. The Yankees are down 7-0. There is a runner at first with nobody out. Anthony Volpe is up to bat, and the pitch is on the way, and that is up high. And the count is evened at 2-2 on Volpe. And Ed sets, and he fires, and that pitch is up high. So the count is full, 3-2 on Volpe. And sets and fires, and Volpe fouls this one off to the right side. Count remains full at 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is a pop-up on the left side. Henderson is tracking it and makes the play for the third out, so Volpe goes 0 for 3. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara, 0 for 2 on the day. He has 2 groundouts. And the pitch is on the way, and Escara fouls it off. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the cutter is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Escara. And sets and fires, and that ball is tap foul down the first base line. Count remains 0-2. And sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And sets, pitch is on the way, and that is lined at Henderson. Henderson fires to first base, and that is going to be a line-out double play, and that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 8th. So that is do it for the Yankees in the top of the 8th. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Tavares, Mayo, and Wilson. And there are only 2 games in our slate today. As you know, heading to the bottom of the 8th, the Orioles lead the Yankees 7-0. And in the bottom of the 8th, the Guardians lead the Angels 4-2. And that is your active scoreboard for the day. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We have 36 votes so far. That might be the high water mark in our active poll for this season. So thank you for those of you that have participated. And we are at 40 likes. I believe our high water mark is 50, but our goal is 30. So we've reached our goal. However, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network, they are simulcasting our stream right now, or the Yankees The Ugly Truth, who is streaming the play-by-play. Please consider subscribing. There are QR codes in your upper left and right-hand corners. Left is Hardcore Sports. Right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 714 subscribers, Babe Ruth's career home run total. Our next milestone is 715, so we're 1 away. And if you ask yourself why you should consider subscribing, well, we do most of the play-by-plays for the Yankee games. We put out a lot of shorts, and I have open panels to have the chat come up and talk baseball. And Tavares is going to lead off the 8th. Yarbrough remains in the game, and the first pitch is off the plate for ball 1. And Yarby sets. Next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is even at 1-1. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the cutter catches the top of the strike zone. Count is 1-2 on Tavares. Tavares is 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. And Cano is warming up in the Orioles bullpen. Yarbrough sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the sweeper is down low off the plate. Count is now evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? Yarbrough sets and fires, and the pitch is foul tipped. Count remains 2-2. Yarby sets and fires, and the cutter is inside. Count is now 3-2. Yarbrough sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count remains 3-2 as we head to the 9th pitch. Yarbrough sets and fires, and this ball is grounded to Volpe. Volpe bobbles it, fires, and that is not going to be in time. So Volpe doing Volpe. And that'll be Volpe's first fielding error. Coming up to bat is Colby Mayo, 2 for 3 on the day with a single and a double. And the first pitch from Yarbrough is a sinker up high. Count is 1-0. Ed Yarbrough sets. Pitch is out of the way. That sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled straight back. And that is going to make the stands. So the count is 2-1 on Mayo. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is going to go 2-2. And Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a towering fly ball in the infield. Rice is shading his eyes, and he makes the play for the first out. So there is one out with a runner at first base. Coming up to bat is Weston Wilson, 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. And Yarbrough sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Yarby sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper stays off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. And Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to McMahon. McMahon fires to Chisholm, and it is relayed first, but not in time. So that is going to be the second out. Coming up to bat is Blaze Alexander, 3 for 3 on the day. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base. Alexander calls timeout. Ed Yarby sets. Sweeper is on the way. Ed down low. Count is 1-0. Alexander came over to the Orioles in the offseason with a trade from the Diamondbacks. Next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Alexander was drafted by the Diamondbacks, but when they traded for Nolan Arenado, it made him expendable. And Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. That came in at a blazing 88 miles an hour. And Yarbrough sets. Fires of the cutter is up high. Count is now full. 3-2. Yarbrough sets and fires, and that pitch is swung and missed for strike 3. And that'll do it for the Orioles in the bottom of the 8th. Coming up to bat in the top of the 9th is going to be the 1-2-3 hitters, Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, and the captain, Aaron Judge. And anticipate that Yennier Cano is going to come into the game. For those of you that are here, this is your last chance to drop your vote in our active poll. We have 36 votes at this point. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We are at 40 likes, 10 over our goal, but 10 short of our high water mark of 50. So if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One the Same. We are at 714 subscribers, one short of our milestone for today of 715. If you ask yourself why you should subscribe, if you like live play-by-plays, we provide those for you. If you like shorts, I definitely provide those for you. And I hold open panels to talk a little bit of baseball. And Yennier Cano is coming in to replace Dietrich Eds. Trent Grisham is coming up to bat, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk, one of 4, I believe, that the Yankees have had. And the first pitch from Cano is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Grisham. Cano sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is 1-1. Cano sets and fires, and that pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1 on Grisham. And Cano sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker up high. Count is 3-1 on Grisham. And Cano sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate for ball 4. So Grisham is going to strip his gear off and head to first. His second walk of the day. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. 0 for 2 on the day with a base on balls and a pair of walks, or a pair of strikeouts. So can the Yankees stage a ninth inning rally? First pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Big Ben. And Cano sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is called strike 1. Definitely off the plate. However, Rice is not going to challenge this one. And the pitch is on the way, and Rice taps this one weakly down the first base line. And Alonso is going to make the tag. Grisham is going to move to second. Coming up to bat is the captain. So all rise. The judge is in the chamber. And Cano sets. First pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Henderson. Henderson feels it and fires to first to get Judge. Grisham is going to move to third. Yankees are down to their final out. Cody Bellinger coming up to bat. And Cano sets, fires, and this pitch is grounded to Alexander. Alexander flips it to Alonso, and that is going to do it for the Yankees today. So the Yankees are 1 hit today. And this road trip has been brutal for the Yankees. The Yankees have lost 5 of 6 so far, with 3 more games remaining. After this game, we head back to New York for a 3-game set against the New York Mets. So tomorrow is an off day for the Yankees. We will be calling the live play-by-play Friday at 7. So hence, come in, listen to a little bit of baseball on your busy Friday night. The numbers for today, the Orioles had 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Yankees had no runs, 1 hit, and 2 errors. Kyle Bradish is going to take the win to move his record to 2-5. Max Fried is going to take the loss, 4-3. And if you did not know, Fried left the game in the 3rd inning with elbow pain. When we get back to New York tomorrow, he will be doing some imaging. So hence, it could be a trip to the IL for Maxie. Hopefully not. So the team is starting to show some wear and tear, with injuries starting to creep up in high numbers. I want to thank everybody for hopping into the stream and listening to a little bit of baseball on your busy Wednesday afternoon. So thank you for the support. And I want to thank the guys and gals who subscribed. If you have not, there is a short that I dropped just before game time. Head on over to the YouTube channel. Check it out and let me know what you think. Since tomorrow is an off day, I'm going to drop a couple of more shorts, so keep your eyes and ears out for those. And If you have subscribed, make sure that you've rung the bell and that your notifications are turned on so that you'll know every time we're live and not Memorex. And I'm going to end this stream in my traditional fashion with Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Oh, one last thing. I will end our active poll because I didn't do that yet. That is true, D-Rod. And our active poll today was, will the Yankees win the series? 83% said yes, 17% said no. We had 36 votes, and the 17% have it right. So thank you for participating in our active poll. Support is always appreciated. And like I said, I'll end with Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great rest of your afternoon.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.